again Pam Foley,
nice to see you again.
who is our diamond trainer, our business development diamond trainer, which is exciting because it's the first time that we've had this specific category. So I would love to have you share again, as we are in the wrong group. Tell us who you are and what you do and what your experience about business development is.
And why I'm here.
Why are you here?
So yes, I'm Pam, and we're in the right group, so that's exciting. And I'm excited to be the business development trainer and the first one. Little bit about me. So I own a company called AOU Branding and Strategy. I work with people who own professional practices and entrepreneurs, largely women, and I help them build businesses and build their brands. So that's what I do now. I also speak, and I've written a couple books, that kind of stuff. But background and why I'm here, I guess in the big picture, is so I'm a former attorney. I ran a law firm that was my own law firm in Washington for a few years. And as we were saying in the last group, in the first year, I expanded my law firm to where I had 3 locations in sort of this Seattle-Tacoma area. I ran a family law practice, so I had staff in all 3 of my locations and divorces in all 3 of my locations. Elaine's familiar with it, but there are courthouses in all 3 places, so I spent a lot of time on the road and a lot of time divorcing people. But I ran that law firm until, well, we built about $1 million, pretty close to that, and then there was an opportunity for my husband to transfer to Colorado, which is where I'm at now. And I really wanted to leave the practice of law because I was spending so much time away from my kiddos that were little then. They're not now. I have a freshman in college and a high school senior, so they're not little now. But they were then. And so I fell completely over a lunch into real estate because someone said, hey, you should come and do real estate with me. And I did. And in 3 years, again, I was pretty successful. I sold about $40 million in property, which means I sold about 35 homes a year, just by myself, not counting what I did with other people. And the average in Colorado is 4 a year. So my team, I was pretty successful, which is why people wanted to work with me. So I had a team. And through all of that, I really learned how to build an entrepreneurial business. So we're talking about 12 years total now. I learned how to build an entrepreneurial business. I learned how to brand myself and brand businesses, and how to make them successul.
Awesome.
So I walk the walk and can talk the talk.
Yeah. And I'm sure you mentioned before we were in the wrong group, that's just the funniest thing that's happening.
I know. I'm like, what did I say before?
I know. You talked about how you made a lot of mistakes. You know?
Oh, I did. Yeah. I mean, I think the important thing is that I learned, right?
Yeah.
Is that when you're starting a business, because I started it from the first dollar until, almost $1 million and 6 figures in all 3 of my businesses. And it's a lot of up and down and roller coaster. I mean, I'm probably down today.
Yeah.
And I made a lot of mistakes, but making the mistakes allowed me to, I think of it as falling forward.
Yes.
And I think that when I talk to people, I talk to them about that because mistakes are going to happen, but
Absolutely.
It doesn't have to be the end, but you have to know it's going to happen.
Yeah. Yeah. It's just, if you learn from it, then I call that a lesson.
Yes.
There's a book called If Life is a Game, These Are the Rules. And it was a long time, like Oprah Book Club, way long time ago.
I should read it. I haven't read that one.
And
you can tell I have a ton of books, but I haven't read that one.
And one of them was, there are no mistakes, only lessons.
Yes.
And the rule immediately following was, lessons will be repeated until learned, right? And so I take that with me in my business, and I'm ooh, right? Because if I don't learn the lesson, it's going to actually present itself to me multiple times to see, did you really learn your lesson?
Oh yeah, for sure. In fact, I have a broken foot that I'm recovering from, and I think it's because I didn't learn to slow down. Finally, you know, the universe just went, push me
Yep.
over.
Right. We're going to knock you on your butt until you learn that to slow down.
It's true. Yeah. And pay attention. No, I completely agree. And I think that the other thing that we talked about in the other group that's pretty interesting is that because I was an attorney, I really like research, right? So I wanted to make sure that I had the best chance of being successful because I also don't like to lose. And so I did a ton of research and figured out that almost all businesses that fail, entrepreneurial businesses that fail for the same reasons. And what I was saying, and it's funny because I feel like I'm repeating. So,
I know.
but what I was saying was that these are cool facts, and I like facts. So in 2017, 849 women every day opened up a business, all 365 days. And we made enough money on those businesses that they actually account for 2% of the gross domestic product of the whole nation, which is huge because we have a giant economy, right? And 2% is a huge number.
Yeah.
And then there's some bad news that 50% of those businesses fail in the first 3 years. And 75% of them fail in the first 5 years.
Wow.
And it's been true for a long time. I mean, I understand 2017 wasn't 5 years ago.
Yeah.
But yeah, and I wanted to know why, right? Because I don't want to do that.
Yeah.
And it turns out it's almost always for the same reasons, which is crazy, but true.
What is the reason?
I know. What's the secret?
Yeah. What's the secret?
So the biggest reason businesses fail is cash flow. The biggest reason they have cash flow problems is because they don't, there's actually 4 things that they don't answer. And it's pretty cool because every entrepreneurial business that is pushing $1 million that I could find did exactly the same thing. And they all have their niche. So they all understand exactly who their ideal client is. And they know how to talk to them because they are so clear on what their niche is. They all understand their messaging. So once you know who you're talking to, you know how to talk to them because it's different, right? And they all understand that they need to have a differentiator. So everybody's offering, let's say you're selling real estate, right? Everybody can't just say, well, I can sell to everybody, blah, 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 because why would I choose you, right? You have to be able to answer that question. And then everybody understands branding. So they're able to tell that story personally and business-wise. And it really is a story. And if they stay with those 4 things, those are the 25% that make it. Isn't that crazy?
Yes, I love it.
It's crazy.
And I love that those are some of the things that you're going to talk about in your syllabus for the.
I know.
You're going to give us all the secret sauce.
What's our
So defining a niche, like what is your ideal client? I love that that's going to be one of your topics because I think it's so important is that you know,
hardest thing for people.
Well, talking about the real estate agents, like we had a dot in our chapter that used to be, she used to say she was a recovering teacher. And so when she would talk about real estate, she was like, she wanted to help teachers, you know? And so it was just like, and so every time I would see one of my teacher friends looking to buy a house, I knew exactly who that right fit was going to be for her because who better than a former teacher to sell you a house? You know, they understand you. And so
she actually understood. So many people don't. And they come to me and they say, you know, I can sell to everybody.
Yeah.
Kind of.
Yeah. And I could photograph everybody, but I decided I didn't want to.
Right. And you can't market. The truth is you can't market to everybody. You can't sell to everybody.
I picked 3.
Oh, good.
Yep. And now I'm doing none of it. And I'm really excited about it.
Pick 0.
Yeah. So some of the other, I just want to like kind of let people know like what your topics are going to be for our, for the season. So marketing a business for client attraction, mindset for business, super important, business development basics, attracting clients versus selling. I love that.
That's huge. Yeah.
The niche, defining your message, figuring out your vision or your belief statement.
Oh, yeah.
your offering and what makes you different, personal branding, business branding. Oh man. And then your intensives are going to be marketing foundations and content attracting clients online. Oh my goodness. This is going to be so amazing. I
I'm
cannot wait.
excited about it. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, I cannot wait. So we do have a question from the audience. So we talked about ideal clients, but what does an ideal client actually mean from a business development point of view?
Okay. Well, it probably means the same in all of it, right? In sales and marketing, ideal client is the same. And essentially that is how I talk to people about this is really, I want you to have a vision in your head of the person that would absolutely be the person that if you could wave a magic wand and that person walked through the door in your office, you would recognize them. Go, hi, Larry, or whatever, right? So we're talking about the person that your business, your niche, who you talk to. And you really want to bring it down. There's a marketing guy his name is Seth Godin, and he's a pretty famous marketing guy. And he says you want your narrowest viable market. And I really like the way he says that. And I can't think of better words to say it. So I think that's it. And essentially you go from everybody, right, to maybe you only want to talk to women, and maybe you only want to talk to dots, and maybe you only want to talk to dots who are interested in photography, right? And maybe you only want to talk to dots who live locally near you. Or, I mean, you can take it down in lots of different ways, but it's a narrowing until you're speaking to your narrowest viable market. Does that make sense?
Absolutely. Super important. The next question that we got was, can I have more than one business?
Oh my gosh, I hear that one a lot. I hear that one a lot. Yes and no. So the answer is, yeah. I mean, I'm back to my statistics. I actually read that by 2023, 75% of the workers in the US will have a side gig. So of course, yes, you can have a side gig, right? But here's the truth. If you have two businesses that you're trying to grow, it is impossible to grow both at the same time, at the same rate, to a high level. Yep. And what's going to happen is you're just going to be doing this, right? You're going to work a little bit in your business, but oh wait, I have to do my side gig, and then this stalls. And then work a little bit in your side gig, and then oh wait, I'll come up here, and then this stalls. And it's just always slow. But if you only work on one and really focus, it can go up.
Yes.
And if you have a business that's functioning and you're making the money that you want to make and you're filling your pipeline, then sure, knock yourself out. But if you're not, it doesn't make sense.
Yeah, that makes so much sense for me, because I was trying to run like two businesses essentially.
Yes.
And I was like, something's got to give. I cannot put forth all of my best efforts into one. I'm like, I felt like I don't want to swear, but half.
Yeah, no, because you kind of were, right? There's only so many hours in the day.
I was 50% and not a whole 100% where I really needed to be.
Exactly.
So
exactly.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep. So what are some things that you are really excited about for Diamonds this upcoming season?
I am excited to first get to know people, right? Because for me, the benefit is getting to know people nationally. And I actually was a Diamond a couple of years ago, and I really did get to know a lot of people, and that was important for me, and I still talk to them.
Awesome.
Yeah, so I'm excited about that. And then I really so for me, I mean, I teach a couple classes at colleges, and I just want to help people, right? My mission in my business, the whole reason my business was founded, was to teach women what they need to know so that they can stand financially on their own 2 feet, and so that they can make an impact in the world. I mean, I saw a lot of people come out of divorce, that weren't that way. And that's why I do what I do. Yeah. And the Diamonds, I can help because I do have this experience and I can help, and I'm here to help.
Awesome. We're super excited to have you. I'm so excited. So Just for those that are watching that might have some questions about Diamond, to kind of just give a
Okay.
quick spiel so that everybody gets the same information. So
Yes.
our membership opens on Monday, October 28th, and we are accepting, people will be able to start enrolling on that day. We're limiting it to 300 members. So once we reach our 300 members, it will be closed and on waiting list status only.
Okay.
We have on Monday, we have a virtual open house for anyone who wants to come and get more information and learn more about if Diamond is a good fit for them or not. It may or may not be, right? And so it's an opportunity for people to get their questions answered. We're going to do that at 11 a.m. Pacific time, and it's limited to 100 people, so there is a registration requirement. I will drop the links in the comments for people that would like to jump on board with that. And then our online business connect that we have set up for November 12th, which is technically our 2019 season, we're opening that up to all dots. So anyone can come and check us out and see what a Diamond Business Connect is like. Again, it'll be limited to 100 people, so we are requiring people to register in advance, and that's at 10:30 Central Time Zone on November 12th. So those are some of the upcoming big events that we have. Also, our Diamond Trainer Q&A panel is on November 6th at 3 o'clock Central Time Zone. And that is an opportunity for people to come, and you'll be able to ask trainers questions and get clarification. And it's just a really great opportunity to learn more about Diamond as well. So I get a lot of, what does it cost? What does Diamond membership cost? And so here's the short answer. It depends. The long answer is that it depends on when you joined Polkadot and what your investment was. So for example, if someone comes on October 28th and is not a current Polkadot and decides to sign up and join Diamond, her investment is $700. If you are a current Polkadot sister, what they will do is prorate your membership cost based on how much you have left in your membership, and you just pay the difference. So it could be, $500, it could be $300, it just depends. So you won't know until Monday when you log into the Polkadot website, and then you can see what your investment total will be. So that is the most common question I get is, how much is it? And I'm like, it depends.
Yes, I bet. Yes.
It depends. It's different for everyone. So we're just really super excited to start our new season, and we've got lots of really awesome benefits and perks coming up this year. Yeah, I'm just so excited. So excited. Yeah. So any final thoughts or words that you would like to share, Pam?
I would like to say, come and meet with us and let's build your business and make it grow, because I always say that it takes, how, I don't know, somebody said it takes a village to raise a child. It can take a village to raise a business and make it grow. And we've been there and we've done it, and I can help. Come play.
Yes, come play with us. It's going to be so fun.
Yes.
One of the things that I also like to share with people is that they are not expected or required to follow all the trainers, right? No. That's too much. Yes. So what we recommend is people pick one or two trainers to start with, and that are kind of in alignment with where do you need the most help in your business, and follow those trainers. And then
life, right? There's a fitness trainer and health. Yeah.
Yeah. And you can watch the replays of, but don't feel like you have to go in and do everything and attend everything, because you would just be a full-time Diamond Polkadot if you did that.
And then you wouldn't be doing your business, and then I would have more comments.
Yeah. Yeah. So there's a lot of activities to choose from, but it really should be the things that are going to help you grow your business and help you take action. But if you find yourself in overwhelm and you're like, well, I'm not doing anything because I'm overwhelmed, then we need to have a conversation. Like,
Yeah.
that was me the first year. I was overwhelmed and I didn't know what I was supposed to be doing and I felt lost. So I reached out to our managing director, Stacy Whaley, and I said, help me understand what I'm supposed to do. And she says, stop trying to do everything. And I was like, oh,
Stacy told me
okay.
that too. That's really good advice, and it's sage advice.
Yeah.
Don't do it all. Yeah.
Yeah, don't do it all. And so that really, it just was about being intentional. And so I encourage people to just be intentional with your Diamond membership. And, you know, it's going to save you the heartache later.
Yeah, and you'll learn what you need to learn.
Yes, exactly.
Because your business can grow a lot in a year.
Yes, yes. Awesome. Well, thank you so much for live streaming with me twice.
Yes.
And I'm really excited to, you know, start our new season together. And I just know it's going to be great. So thank you so much.
Thank you. And we'll talk to you soon.
Okay. Bye, everybody.
Bye.